Hello everyone, this is Aaron Fitch from ATF Gaming, and welcome back to Nascar Dirt to Daytona! Today, we're going to get another 3 races in. Let's see what we got in store. We have a conflict. We've been talking all season about this. If there's noise, I'm moving my microphone. We talked about this all season, why we need to build up a lead in the Modified Series, because we're going to have to skip this race. And we're going to head off to Dover for the Truck Series. Yes, we're going to have to skip that modified race. Because we're in position to contend for this Truck Championship right now. I was not expecting that this season. But definitely in contention, so we're going to have to go for it. Modifieds is a secondary series for us right now, so that's fine. Thank you guys so much for tuning in again. As usual, really appreciate it. That's very loud. Turn that down for me anyway. You guys won't hear that, but let's see what kind of lap we need to put up. 25 just looks like a good lap time. Dover, I don't remember how we did last time, but I feel like we did fairly well last time we came to Dover. Seems like a track that we might do well at, but who really knows? I really have no idea. Now, did we make an upgrade last episode? I feel like we made an upgrade. I don't remember. I'm recording this quite almost a week and a half after the last episode, so I don't quite remember what happened. Oh, I shouldn't have let up that second time. Dang it. This isn't going to be a great lap, unfortunately. But I know what I need to do in the race now. But I don't remember. Did we make an upgrade in the last episode? I feel like we did. I'm not positive. Let's see where we qualify here. We're in the upper 25s. That's what I said I wanted. So we'll be in the top 10 most likely. We're 5th. Alright, I'll take it. We might be able to win this one on speed alone. Maybe not needing some pit strategy. I'm not going to make any changes. Let's just head off to the race. And we'll skip the intro because we've heard it before. And let's get off to racing here. Hopefully we can get a good start. Get a mediocre start at best. Actually, no, we got a terrible start. Which is very abnormal for us in this game. But I'll take it. Let's see what we can do here. We lost 4 positions on that start. That was not very good. That's the apron, and that's not exactly what I wanted to do there, but he was going to come down on me, so I had to take evasive maneuvers there. Well, let's try to get back up to where our starting position was, and then I think we can compete for this win if I do everything right. And depending on how pit strategy goes, I definitely think we can win this race. Speaking of pit strategy, 4 laps, so we'll go until we have 1 lap to go. I messed up that corner, but they're not pulling away from us, so I think there's definitely a possibility of us winning this race, which, as you guys know, Dover is not one of my favorite tracks on the circuit. Messed up that corner again, so I guess I need to start being a little more conservative. That was much better. But let's see if we can possibly pass at least this guy. I'm not quite sure who it is. 72. That's the wall. That was McDonald. I got so curious as to who that was that I hit the wall. Yep, we're coming in next time by. It looks like the majority of the field has the same thoughts. But we'll do our usual no tires and 1 can of fuel. Yeah, we really lost time after we hit the wall, which makes sense. Alright, get slowed down here. I have no idea what the speed limit is. 35. I think we just sped. I didn't hear anything from the crew chief, so I'm not... Oh, I did the exact opposite of what I want. Man, that would have been bad if I didn't realize that. 2 tires and no fuel. We definitely wouldn't have been winning this race. Alright. Are we going to have to do a penalty? Because that was very close on time. No. Alright, guess we got it rolled down in time. But surprisingly enough, nobody pitted with me. We're good to the end on fuel, right? Yeah. Alright. Nobody pitted with me, so nobody to run into getting in and out. Let's see where we come out. Hopefully, at least where we were, preferably top 5, maybe even the lead. Everybody came in that time, so that might slow down a bunch of people. Alright, here's our first little glimpse at what we got here. Alright, we're coming out first in that group of pitters. Let's see where the second group comes out and in. Gonna stay high here because these guys are still really slow. Oh, they're coming in. That would be why. Third, possibly?
5 laps to go.
Third as of right now because there's still 2 guys who haven't pitted. But we're going to take the lead right here. 2.6 seconds over Dotter. So let's try to run a smooth race here and finish this out. For our second win of the season? I think that's correct. Because we won at Daytona based on fuel mileage. But I can't remember. We might have had another fuel mileage win. Like I said, I only record this episode once a week now. So I don't always remember what's going on. But we do have some lap traffic to deal with. Which is not going to make this easy for us. As you can see, we've already lost almost a second to Dotter.
All clear. The car head is pitting.
There's still people pitting, so I wonder if the AI's on that weird they're going to have to pit twice kind of strategy. This guy's super slow, and this is messing up my corner. And Dotter is catching up fast. We're going to have to really race for this win. 2 laps to go, but he's within a second now. Now, if I can do this clean without lap traffic slowing me down too much, I think we'll be fine. But right now, lap traffic is a huge problem as I just scraped the wall there. Why are you running in the middle line right now, good sir? You just completely took away all hope I had of a clean last couple laps here. Alright. We're going to have to deal with this guy in 3 and 4. So let's try to get a draft on him and go low. But we got a ton of cars here. Alright. Dotter got held up on the high side. So, this looks like a win for us. Awesome. Win at Dover. Dotter's second, Quatful, Setzer, and Crawford round out the top 5. I will take that. Cannot complain about that whatsoever. We led the most laps too, so that helps us in the points. So we should still have the points lead. I believe we had the points lead coming in. It amazes me, you don't play a game for a week and you completely forget everything that happened. Excellent payday for us. Aaron is a model citizen. That was in the newspaper if you didn't catch it. Alright, we have a 24-point lead now. Dotter was in second, so we didn't gain too many points on him, but it's still a gain, and we definitely are going to lose points in the modified series, so we actually better check to see where that is now so we know what to expect. Because I highly suspect we are not in the points lead anymore, because it gave us 0 points for that race. We dropped down to 6th. We're 100 points behind, which is a manageable margin, but we dropped down to 6th. We had a huge lead in this series, if I recall. And we dropped down to 6th. Only a 100-point gap. That's a smaller gap than we had to overcome last season. Then again, we didn't overcome the gap last season, but we have a bunch of good races coming up. But first, we have a truck race at Texas. Texas is usually a good track for me, if I recall. But yeah, I'm thrilled with that win. Obviously, the focus is winning the Truck Series because then we can move up to the Cup Series next year, which would be excellent for progress in the series. But let's head off to qualifying. See, what do we want? 31, 32 looks like is where we need to be. I pressed the wrong buttons because I forget what game I'm playing sometimes. But, yeah, definitely if we can win this truck championship, I was not expecting that at all this season. If we can win this truck championship, then Cup Series is next, and we can stop running the Modified Series. And then I think I'm probably going to call it after we win a Cup championship. I had thought about doing all 4 championships at once, and if this series starts gaining some more traction again with the view count, then maybe. But right now, this is my least popular series. So, I do want to run it to completion because I have yet to actually complete a game on my channel, which is really sad. I was close with NASCAR 06 before the game-breaking glitch happened. But I do want to finish this game, and then I'll have to reconsider the schedule. We were pretty much flat out that entire way, so we don't have much more to give there. And that's probably not a great lap. Upper 32s. Never mind, 7th. I'll take it. Crawford's on the pole. And Dodder's right ahead of us. He's the guy we need to start pulling away from in the championship, so let's head out to the race. Again, we will skip the intro. I'm sorry for you Alan Bestwick fans, I know. I know you want to hear his beautiful voice, but we've heard all these intros already. Now, once we get to the Cup Series, I'll let you guys listen to those intros again, because those will be new. At least as far as I know. Alright, horrible restart there. I guess the Truck Series, we're not going to be getting good restarts anymore. Try to get underneath wood. That's one of the few cars I can recognize by driver without looking at the thing, along with Crafton and Gone. Because I'm not super familiar with these drivers. Alright, let's get underneath Presley here, use the grass. Everybody's hugging the inside ridiculously. So I'm going to have to make some evasive maneuvers in order to pass these guys, because they're religiously holding to this bottom line now for some reason. We're going to give Crafton a shove underneath Quapful, I believe that is. Yep. Whoa, Presley. That's going to be a caution, and that's going to screw up our pit strategy, probably. Yep, alright, we got to race the lap out. The caution came out after we took past the finish line, so we got to finish this lap out here. Try to maybe make up a position.
Still there. Clear high.
Now, I understand why they did this, but racing to the start-finish line is actually quite fun. I understand why they took it out, but it's quite fun. Alright, obviously we need to pit. 1 can of fuel, no tires, our usual pit strategy, but I have a feeling that that's not going to be as beneficial as it usually is. Never mind, we're going to start first. But as we demonstrated in the initial start to the race, we got a horrible restart then, so I'm just going to protect the bottom line. And if they're going to pass me, they're going to have to either bump and run or go outside. But meanwhile, I'm going to use Bill Lester to get up to speed here. I guess I actually can recognize most of these guys without looking at the leaderboard now. Most of the real-life guys. Lester, I know. Crawford, I know. Wood, I know. Setzer, I know. It's just people like Bobby Dodder and Presley and Norick. Those guys weren't around when I started watching NASCAR. But we might have another win in here. We should be good on fuel, right? Yep. We could very well, if we just protect the bottom and don't screw up, we could very well have another win here. And that would really help our points, because I have not seen Dodder all day. But Crawford is coming with a huge head of steam. But he pinched me down. That was gonna happen. He pinched me down, and I had no choice but to do that, because otherwise we were not gonna make it to the end of the trioval without that. But surprisingly, there's no caution for that. So fortunately, Rick Crawford's not gonna get the benefit of the doubt there. Maybe he glitched on the pit road. But there was no way we were going to make it cleanly through the trioval once he started pinching me down. Yeah, he probably glitched on the pit road. Or no, there's still a car there. He's just sitting there on the track. Alright, that's fine. I'm fine without another restart. I'll probably end the race by now. I don't know what the green, white, checkered rules were back then. But we're pulling away from Lester, too. I really like... Yeah, he's still there. I'm wondering if anybody will actually run into him and cause a caution. But, is this the last lap or is there one more to go? I can't remember. One more. Alright. Dang it, my nose is itchy. This is bad timing. Also, there is now lap traffic to deal with, along with Crawford still just sitting there on the bottom of the track. But I don't think we'll catch up to the lap traffic in time. But we've pulled out to a 2.5 second lead. I wonder if there was an issue. Well, this guy's super slow, so we might just have a huge speed advantage right now. I swear we made an upgrade last episode that really seems to be helping out. We're just going to stick to the outside. That's the safest place here. And we're going to win again. Looks like Bobby Dodder will finish 6th, so that's a improvement in the points day for us. I was not expecting to win that one, but I think Crawford was the fastest car, but once we got into that incident on the trioval, it just wasn't really going to be able to fix itself. But we got one more race this episode. I think it might be a modified race because we've done 2 truck races already. But let's see and find out. Another big payday for us. We might be able to afford an upgrade now. And let's see. Alright, so we have almost a 80-point lead. Looks like a 79-point lead by my quick calculations. So that's excellent. Do we have over 200? Let's just make sure all the contracts are still good. Excuse me. Okay, we should be able to purchase an upgrade here, but I almost don't want to. Save up for the Cup Series next year, honestly. The car feels super good. Yeah, I'm not making any more upgrades to this car. I'm not going to risk messing this all up like I did with the weekly racing series that one time. But we've been excellent. Yes, we do have a modified race at Richmond, which is usually our worst modified track, if I recall correctly. But now we got some ground to make up in the modified series if we want to get that sponsor goal or win the championship. Luckily, everybody's pretty close together. We were, what, 100 points behind? And that's definitely manageable if we win out. We still have the road course. We still have Martinsville. So we know that we can win at those tracks. It's just places like Richmond that we're going to struggle at. And we need to have better finishes than what we usually have. Richmond especially has always been a thorn in my side in this game. I've thought about upgrading the modified car, but I don't know what I would do to make it better, because Richmond is the only track that's really being a thorn. And if I upgrade the engine, I think it's going to be too overpowering. You know, make turning even harder. That was a really crappy lap in my opinion. Still fifth, so Anderson was in the lead, but he was tied with somebody. I can't quite remember who it was. So at least we're ahead of Anderson going into the race. Skip over Alan Bestwick and let's get racing. New Hampshire is another track that we struggle at usually. I'll just remember that. Alright, so modified series, excellent restarts. Truck series, horrible restarts. Alright, that is noted. That was a amazing restart, actually. We launched from 5th into 1st within the first 100 feet of the race, almost. But we're not fast enough to keep this, definitely not. But if we can still maintain a good finish, I think we'll be fine. Getting on the apron is definitely not going to solve all of our problems. I can't remember if Canepa is in the points hunt or not. He seems like one of those guys who shows up for like 2 races and does really well, but otherwise just kind of dies off for the rest of the season. We're starting to pull away. Kalsic got around Canepa and is catching fast. We didn't do very well in turn 1 and 2 because I was distracted by how well we were doing. Alright, we really messed up that corner, and Kalsic is definitely on the outside now, but if we protect the bottom and don't screw up too bad, I think we're going to be fine. How many laps to go? 5? Yeah. I like these short races. I've thought about doing shorter races with my other games, but it works really well in this game because we're just trying to get through the game. And I enjoy not having to try to protect my lead for 50 laps or so. So I like the shorter races in this game. Canepa got around Kalsic again. Oh, he got underneath. We're rubbing. But he's going to get... Oh! Ah! I drove it in deep and I should have cut in front of him. But he's going to definitely have the advantage going into 3. Again, probably could have cut in front of him, but I'm going to be the nice guy here. Even though I do really want to win. 2 to go, but I have a feeling I just completely blew... Nope, I'm going to be super aggressive in this corner. Okay, we both saved it, but we lost a ton of time to everybody else. I'm going to be super aggressive in this corner again. We're going to spin him. Alright, looks like he did not get into anybody else of note. So, we got the lead on the white flag, but we got a whole swarm of people trying to take it from us. We got to have a perfect lap here. And protect the bottom at all costs. If they pass me on the outside, then they deserve to win. But if they pass me on the inside, I'm just going to be an idiot. Alright, block, 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 block. We win. Perfect episode. 3 wins in 1 episode. I don't think I've ever done that before. And that's going to really help us in the point standings in this series. But man, that was a good race. I probably shouldn't have wrecked him, honestly. But I just got super super aggressive there, and I mean, hence my name in the chat of my NASCAR Heat 2 streams. But that was a good race. That'll help us in the points a little bit. Not quite sure how much. Decent payday. Not the most rich race around. And that bumps us up to 4th. And we are 56 points behind still. But it's definitely manageable. We win at the road course. We win at Martinsville. We're going to be in good shape. Assuming Anderson doesn't finish second in all of those races. But yeah, that's going to be the end of this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, be sure to hit that thumbs up button. And if you want to see more content from ATF Gaming, be sure to hit that red subscribe button. And click the little notification bell so you get a notification every single time I post a video. And I will see you in the next episode. Bye.